All right.
Payton Howie, what's your go-to order at Whataburger at 2 a.m.?
Oh my gosh, bro. Ooh. See, okay. In a super intoxicated state, the only thing that I could think to be suitable is probably the patty melt.
Oh, I love it.
It's good.
Are you excited about the Monterey Melt being back?
Never had it.
What? It's like eating Tex-Mex in a burger. It's so good.
Well, now I'm gonna have to go eat it now. I don't know, man.
Okay, speaking of Tex-Mex, if you could only have Tex-Mex or barbecue for the rest of your life.
It's gonna have to be barbecue.
I knew you were going to say that because you mentioned earlier that you just love.
I love barbecue.
Yeah,
I just do.
Have you ever used the phrase "bless your heart" and meant it in both ways?
I have a song that says "bless your heart."
There we go.
Ramblin' woman. Bless your heart, cause I'm a rambling woman. So yes, I have almost every weekend of my life.
yeah, that's awesome. That's good. Okay, are you recording? Record this one.
I think I am. I think it went off.
It went off. It'll have a little light in the corner if it's recording. Yep.
Okay.
We're back on.
There we go.
So if Texas had an official superhero, Payton, what would their name be and what would their superpower look like?
What would their name be and what would their superpower look like? If Texas had a superhero, it would definitely be Aaron Watson. And his
with the mustache.
With the mustache. Aaron Watson with the mustache is he's the Superman of Texas.
Yeah. I love that.
That's exactly what it is. Bro. Yeah, and I mean his superpower, he's a funny guy. I love his videos where he's just like comical in the most serious way possible.
Yeah, he's so good at deadpan. I love it.
He's good. Yeah, he's all around killer human being.
Yeah, welcome to the room again, Miss Payton Howie. Sounds like Texas. Hey, throwing up the peace signs already.
Peace signs already.
Well, let's get to that. So right off the rip, you have a new song that's called Half a Peace Sign.
It is indeed.
You were playing it during sound check, and I love Orange. That's such a rocking song.
Thank you.
But that new one is so like catchy, and that might be my new favorite.
Hey, thank you. Hey, it's got a little bit of an edge to it, and it's got a little bit of an attitude to it. Seems like your vibe. So I think you like it. I think you like it.
Tell me about where you said you wrote that recently or what?
Actually, no, I wrote it a while ago. But it's a song that, and I recorded it in the studio, I would say a few months back, and I held on to it just for a little bit, and we've been playing it at shows and whatnot, so if you've ever been out to a show, you may have heard the song before, but I've been waiting to release the
studio
version of it because now just felt like the right time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The song, it's called Half a Peace Sign, and for anybody that may be listening to this right now, if you hold up a peace sign in front of your face, you could probably figure out exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I got you, you know what I mean? The POV from the glasses right now is crazy.
Yeah.
But, exactly, yeah, that's I mean, it's just a fancy little way of telling somebody that they're number one. And sometimes you need that, you know? And I'm like, sometimes you do. You just need a little way to say it without, because I mean, I consider myself to be, you know, not like insanely outspoken, but I'm also, because I try to be respectful, I try to be nice, but sometimes people are just like, you just gotta.
Everybody has their days. You
gotta tell them what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta get it out.
Gotta tell them what's up.
I love that. So you're going to play that for us a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I want to introduce you to the Sounds Like Texas audience. I know you've done stuff here at the Bull before and at Odyssey. You've been on with Nick, and I think we've talked to you out at Rodeo, which you're going to be back out there this year. But for those who maybe don't know you, kind of give us like your 30, 60-second elevator pitch about you and what you're doing here in Texas and rocking out in country.
Yeah, so I love music. I'm just like, it's one of those things, it flows out of me, and I probably couldn't imagine doing anything else ever. Been writing songs since I was real little, and recording music. I travel all over. We've been playing shows all over, and I love being in Texas just because there's such an appreciation for original music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's probably why Texas is my favorite place to play music, but I do, have the blessing to be able to travel and play shows elsewhere as well. Been doing stuff and been touring a lot with some really awesome people and meeting some great people.
So tell me about Ashley McBryde. I saw all that content, which I think that was some of the coolest stuff. That one thing that y'all did, like you were down you were like at some venue on some stairs or something. Uh-huh. Yeah. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes, and I'm trying to think. I think that was in Visalia, California. We were out there doing a show at a little theater in Visalia, California, and it was just like she's a ham. Ashley McBryde, she's a ham, and I've always admired her music just from a songwriter's perspective, and just listening to her stuff. I've always loved it, and then getting to know her and getting to talk to her just backstage and stuff like that. Like, she's such a cool person, and the way that she treats her team and the way that she treats the people around her. And I remember the very first night I was playing with her, we were in somewhere on the East Coast. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know what day it is, but we were out on the East Coast somewhere playing a show, and I remember being in my dressing room. I was a little bit nervous, I will not lie. And so I'm like sitting there like running through my set in my head, like just trying to get prepared, right? And I'm thinking, whatever in my mind. But then all of a sudden I hear, Payton, and she's running down the hall. And I'm like, who is that? And all of a sudden she starts banging on my dressing room door. And she comes in, and she was just like so cool. And she was just like the energy's just up. And
she looks like someone I would want to hang out with.
Literally,
you know what I mean?
She's
like
so
just
cool.
Based on looks and the way she dresses and what she's into, yeah. I would go to the bar with her. I would like hang out with Ashley McBryde anytime.
Oh yeah, and when she would hang out with you too. She's so cool. Like she's
I loved her when she opened up for George Strait at Rodeo. That's right. Incredible though. When I saw you doing shows with her, I was like, man, way to go, Payton, dude. That's a pretty huge opportunity. Ashley McBryde is definitely a force in country music, and one of the leading females over the last decade or so. So it's awesome that you get to share her platform with her, and I'm sure that was killer, like opening up those shows. It was
amazing. Well, not only that, but her fan base is so cool. Like every single person that I've met from being on that tour with her has been some of the sweetest people I have met in my entire life. And a lot of them have ended up coming out and watching some of my shows, you know what I mean? Because like we're touring too. So they come out and see a couple of our shows, and just like seeing the love that they have for music and just like straight up songwriting. And I think that's an environment that Ashley created, like creating a sea of listeners, Yeah. That's what she does.
Yeah, sure. she definitely knows how to hold you in the palm of her hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
With her music. Did she give you any advice?
Yeah, she gave me some really good advice, and it was cool because I was able to kind of talk some business with her, just, being out, obviously in Texas, but also being out in Nashville and, talking with people and whatnot. And that was the thing that she told me, is just to remember to stay true to myself as an artist, and no matter who you walk into the room with or who you sit down with, just to know who you are, and know who you are as an artist, and what you bring to the table as a person, and obviously remaining humble and staying in that lane of just like having the confidence in your ability as an artist and who you are as a person, but obviously staying in that lane of being humble, but knowing what you
I think she exudes all that stuff.
Yeah, she totally does.
Yeah, that's awesome. Again, Payton Howie, Sounds Like Texas. We were just talking about her recent dates with Ashley McBryde. You're coming back to Rodeo Houston. I mentioned I saw her open up for George Strait, and you're back at the Hideout. So we are just a couple of days away from Cook-Off right now in Houston, Texas. And this town, there's a different energy this time of year. Everyone's anticipating going back, and I'll be honest with you, my favorite night to go is the first night, Thursday, because I feel like we've been waiting an entire year to get back out there and do our thing.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to smell it. So tell me about what night at Rodeo are you performing?
So we're playing March 15th. I'm playing at the Hideout. That's Warren Zeiders is playing that night. And I do believe it is one of the first nights of spring break. So I am expecting some crazy people to be pulling up that night, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that will be awesome, and that's such a great night for you to play, man. I think that's going to be one of the bigger nights. I think the lineup this year is fantastic. Is there any other rodeo shows that you're looking forward to or going to go to?
Yeah, I know that I have an opportunity to get to play some other, private things around the fairgrounds during the rodeo, and it's cool to just kind of get to go and hang out with different people from different committees and whatnot. So I know we're going to get to go and hang out for the Old Dominion show, I believe. And I'm not going to lie, I was going to try and slide in on that Reba show because I've always been a Reba fan. So I know Zach Top, like, there are so many people that I would love to go see, but I know for sure we're going to hit up that Old Dominion show.
That's awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. What's your must-have, like, food item at rodeo?
I'm a beef girl. So, like, brisket, anything. I'm good with that,
I love it.
So I think that's probably...
Have you ever been to Oak Ridge Smokehouse?
I don't think I have, no.
So Oak Ridge Smokehouse is right across from NRG, but they have the number one, they're the original food license at rodeo. So they were the first food vendor before it was even Houston Rodeo. It was called like the Houston like Fat Stock Show or the Fat and Stock Show or something like that. And they had the number one, vendor permit. And they're still out there. And my buddy Danny runs it, and it's fire. It's like my favorite thing. I go out there. I'm actually probably going to go work his booth and make some brisket sandwiches for him this year.
Dude,
yeah, help him out.
I'm going to have to come hit you up.
Yeah. So after rodeo is said and done, I want to get you to play here in just a little bit, and I want to hear a little bit more about the new song, Half a Peace Sign. But you're going to be chunking deuces to the United States of America and heading across the pond.
Yes.
Is that the first time?
It is. I've never been over that way. Getting to go.
Have you been out of the country before?
I have been out of the country, but I've never been over to the UK, and I'm really excited about it. There's so many things I want to see and do, and hearing the way that they appreciate country music, it's exciting. I'm excited to get to go out there and play some shows, and I think the first few shows that we're doing out there, they're acoustic. So it's going to be kind of an environment where we're going to get to play just like some straight up, just like songwriter, telling stories, singing songs. And I'm excited for that, more of like a theater listening environment.
Yeah, like a listening setting. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
I'm so excited for that. I think it's going to be super cool. And I've never been out that way. It was crazy too because I've had some songs out on radio over there, and my single "Ramblin' Woman" was number 5 on the Ireland's iTunes downloads chart, which is mind blowing to me because I've never even been out there. And then I had a collaboration with Joey Green, "Hold You to It," that held the number 4 spot on that same chart. And that same collab with Joey has been doing numbers in the UK, so I'm on a couple different charts. So it's been cool to see that, and then to get to go over there and meet the people that are listening to the music. I'm really excited for that.
Man, that's too cool. That's so awesome. I would love to go there too,
I'll bring you back a little...
Yeah, bring me back
souvenir.
Like a shamrock or something from Ireland if you go there.
Yeah, I will.
Sneak some fish and chips in your luggage on the way home in your carry-on.
It's not going to be very good by then, but I'll try.
Be mushy. That's awesome. I love that you said it was going to be kind of like acoustic the first couple of shows. You're set up to play for us right now, Stripped Down. I would love for you to tell me again about this new song. Like, you wrote it a while back, Half a Peace Sign. Like, tell me a little bit more about it. Can we go down that road?
Let's go down that road. I'll tell you, this song for me, yes, I would say on the surface, it is just one of those songs where it's like, hey, if you've got somebody that's done you wrong and you think to yourself, man, there's just one thing I got left to say to you, and this is all I got to say. There is that aspect to it, and I think everybody's got somebody like that. But also for me personally, what this song means, I think as I've grown up as a songwriter, I've learned how to say things through music that maybe I can't say with words. And man, there has been a lot of things and people that have at times made me feel like I wasn't worth a lick. And this is kind of a song, not me throwing up half a peace sign to them necessarily, but throwing up half a peace sign to whatever it is in this world that's made you feel that way, whether it's a person, or whether it's expectations, or whether it's someone putting something on you that you don't want to have to carry that, or you know what I mean. I think everyone's got something. Everyone's got that cross to bear, and you know, sometimes it's like it's cool to be able to just say I'm not gonna carry that. I'm gonna keep trucking on and not let that define me. So
yeah, even when it's yourself, sometimes that you need to throw.
I wasn't gonna, because I'm gonna literally sing this song and say
I love it.
words, so.
Payton Howie, brand new. This is a Sounds Like Texas exclusive. It's called Half a Peace Sign.
Blurred lines, little wild eyes, the reddest flags I'd ever seen. And baby, you best believe now I know. And everything has changed. Don't think you're sly, 'cause you know that I see through your poker face. If you're looking for a sign, let me show you mine. Well, I'm sorry that your mama raised you living a lie. I bet you'd like to know what you were doing last night. You're nothing but a habit that I got kicked quick. And I wish that when I met you I'd have left you alone. Got nothing left to say now that you did me wrong. When I kiss your ass goodbye, I'll be throwing up half a peace sign. Don't even call, 'cause honey, I'm long gone. And if I see your face, you know I ain't afraid to tell you you're number one. If you're looking for a sign, let me show you mine. Whoa, well, I'm sorry that your mama raised you living a lie. I bet you'd like to know what you were doing last night. You're nothing but a habit that I got kicked quick. And I wish that when I met you I'd have left you alone. Got nothing left to say now that you did me wrong. When I kiss your ass goodbye, well, I'll be throwing up half a peace sign. If you're looking for a sign, let me show you mine. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry that your mama raised you living a lie. I bet you'd like to know what you were doing last night. You're nothing but a habit that I got kicked quick. And I wish that when I met you I'd have left you alone. Got nothing left to say now that you did me wrong. When I kiss your ass goodbye, I've been throwing up half a peace sign. Throwing up half a peace sign.
Dude,
Thank you.
I really, really dig that song.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
like I said, I love that Orange song, and I feel like that's kind of like, you know, along the same vibe. It's like super like rockin' and edgy, like you said.
Yeah.
And, speaking of that, Payton Howie, Sounds Like Texas. That was our brand new one called Half a Peace Sign. You said it's coming out in April?
Yeah, first week in April.
Very cool. That's exciting. So can they pre-save it now?
Not yet. You're the first to know about this, man. I was super excited. But yeah, I'm going to have a pre-save link going up real soon. And for anybody that follows me on Instagram or Facebook, anything like that, that's where I'm going to be posting that link. I'm all over there. And I've already started teasing a little bit of the shoot for the cover already. So for anybody that's been following my social media for a while, they already know when something's brewing, I start posting pics from the shoot. So they know.
Nice.
But it's coming soon.
Very cool. I can tell that you're excited about it, which makes me excited about it.
Thank
and
you.
Everybody else should be excited about it. Payton, you were talking about before you did that song that, you know, when you're, you know, as Payton, the regular Joe, right? Like as Payton, our next door neighbor, you sometimes can't say things like that you want to say. But as Payton Howie, the songwriter, the rock star that you are, you know, you can say some things. And I remember the story, and I would love for you to share it again, about Orange.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like, I mean, Isn't that based on a true story?
It is based on a true story, you know? And
I'm laughing. If you know the lyrics to the song, that's why I'm kind of giggling right now.
It is a true story, and I have no shame in telling it because the song turned out well. I'll say, like you're saying, you know, when I say sometimes that there's things that I can't say, I don't even think it's so much that it's like things that I don't feel like I can say, but it's more things that, I don't know, for any of the artists out there that may relate to this, sometimes it's hard to find the words to say it, like just talking, and I think a lot of artists kind of have that artsy mind thing where they don't communicate real well unless they're strumming and singing it melodically. But with Orange, that is a true story. I dated this dude a long time ago, not that long, but long enough ago, and we were together for quite a while, and it was that relationship that I feel like is a huge staple in many people's lives, where it's either y'all are either going to be like endgame or it's going to be like the worst heartbreak of your life. You know?
Yeah.
There's no in between. It's just one or the other. And for me, it was the latter. And he was just this guy that he loved life and was just like always looking for the funnest thing, most adrenaline-filled thing that he could do. And when we started dating, I was like real young. And so at the time it was like, yeah, like this is so fun. This is amazing. And then you grow up and you get into real life situations like, you know, figuring out your life plan and what we're going to do, you know, together, like growing together. And I originally, when I had moved out to Texas, he came out here with me, and it was something like we were really figuring this out, like, you know, having to make large decisions in our lives together. And for him, it was just like, well, what about like all these things, this fun stuff? And I was like, that's not life anymore, you know? And so I remember I was actually a freshman in college, and I was taking midterms. And it was the first time that, actually I lied. That was the second time. The first time, when I was young, he ended up running from the cops. And I remember that being an insane story, and he really did. He was hiding out in a neighborhood somewhere, and he called me up and was like, I need you to help me out. Like, I'm literally hiding out in this neighborhood, and I had a little pickup truck, and he's like, I need you to come pick me up, and we're gonna put my bike in the back of your truck. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll help you out, man. And here's a part that is not included in the song is he's like, you know, I need the bike ramp to put the bike up in the back of the truck, and I need tie-down straps. So I'm like, okay. He's like, keep in mind, he's like hiding in a bush. And he's calling me, and he's like walking me through these instructions where to go get the bike ramp. And so he's like, so you're going to go out to like my mom's garage, right? You're going to break in the side door, and you're going to go in there, and you're going to get this bike ramp, and you're going to throw it in the back of your truck. So I'm like breaking into his mom's house.
Right.
Like, just grabbing this bike ramp. And then he's like, and then you're going to go to Ace Hardware, and you're going to buy tie-down straps. And I'm like sitting there in line to check out with these tie-down straps, like, ooh, this is a cute air freshener, you know? And he's like hiding in a bush. So anyhow, long story short,
I love this story.
I was about 16 years old and helped him run from the cops for the first time. And then he ended up getting in a little bit of trouble quite a few times after that. And I thought it'd make for a real good song.
So that was the only bush that you ever hung out with him in?
You know, I was never in the bush. Here's the funny thing, too, is that I pulled up in my truck, and because he had dropped a pin, and so he sent me the pin, and I was like, I'm going to pull up to wherever you're at. And I get there, and he wasn't there. And I was like, where are you at? And so he had dropped the pin and then hid around the corner because he thought I was bringing the cops. You know what I mean? Because I think at the time, we were probably pissing each other or something like that. So he thought I was going to pull up with the cops, you know?
Right.
So I should.
Smart man, actually.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you're sly.
A little bit older and he knew how to ride. Every now and then we were Bonnie and Clyde. I've always been a bit of a law and bait myself. It was all fun and games till he just couldn't stop. Always been a mad at trouble, mama's calling the cops. This time is the last time, mark my words. He said, ooh, baby girl, I need you. I got a red and blue in my review. It ain't looking like I'm gonna make it out alive. I've had it up to here, baby, not this time. You pushed me to the edge of the county line. Got me thinking that heartbreak and blue-eyed boy will look a lot better dressed in orange. down. How could you do this to me? You said, ooh, baby girl, I need you. I got red and blue in my rear view. It ain't looking like I'm gonna make it out alive. That ain't up to here, baby, not this time. You pushed me to the edge of the county line. You got me thinking that heartbreak and blue-eyed bulb will look a lot better dressed in orange. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You said, ooh, baby girl, I need you. I got a red and blue in my rear view. It ain't looking like I'm gonna make it out alive. No, that ain't up to here, baby, not this time. You pushed me to the edge of that county line. Got me thinking that heartbreak and blue-eyed bulb will look a lot better dressed in orange. You got me thinking that heartbreak and blue-eyed bulb will look a lot better dressed in orange.
Damn! That's so good.
Thank you so much.
Payton Howie, y'all. Payton Howie, Sounds Like Texas. That was Orange. I love that. I love that song, and I love hearing it on the radio. It's such a great radio song. Such a great song when you're like driving to crank up. You know, roll the windows down, open up the sunroof.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right?
That song jams.
Thank you.
Thank you for playing it. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, well, thank you for giving us the platform to be able to play songs and stuff like that. You know, without people like you doing what you do and talking and getting us to share what we're doing, you know, that we wouldn't be able to do that. So
Well,
thank you for the opportunity.